So we have our values for social attractiveness, and these are still listed as formulae. And a nice thing about this is, again, if you've got your data set up systematically, we can now copy that entire set of formulae to create the means and standard deviations across each of our 6 conditions, and we can take it across into the physical attractiveness condition now. So the first thing we want to check is that our data is sorted by subject. Yes, it is. We want to check that there's the same amount of data, so it goes down to row 133, cells A through G, and that's the same as we have here, A through G, row 133, and we can highlight that set of data, we can copy it, put it into here, and from cell A135, we can go into cell A135, and we can just paste that data. We don't have to do anything special with it. But if we want to, we can just paste everything. So that pastes all the formulas. And again, we can check it. Again, it's taking the average of the cells that we're interested in from top to bottom, and it's taking the standard deviation of the cells from the top to the bottom, which is quite nice. So again, setting up your data systematically in the first place allows you to save yourself a lot of work. You can copy and paste sets of formulae from one location to the same location in another workbook, and it saves you a little bit of work. So here we're going to paste special, and this time we want the values again. And we could do this across all our remaining 3 workbooks. We maybe want to format these cells. So we right click, format cells, number, 2 decimal places, we click OK. So nice and neat and tidy. The mean isn't always what we're interested in though. What we might be interested in is looking at the highest and lowest scores within a set of data. So for instance, we might want to work out the minimum or the maximum. And for the minimum, we again have a command within Excel. We can type equals min, returns the smallest number in a set of values. We open our brackets, and again we tell Excel the set of data we want to look at. So in this case we want to look from here to here. Now again, because we've laid out our data systematically, we can highlight that command and copy it across all 6 observations. Similarly, we want to work out the maximum. We can do equals max. Open the brackets, and this time let's use cell references. So equals max B133, and you can see that that activates that cell. We put in a colon to tell Excel that we're interested in a range of cells, and this time we want it to go all the way up to B2. We can double check our work, and yes, that is the correct amount of cells that we want to look at. And again, we can click and drag that across so that we have our ranges of data. Again, because we've set up our data systematically, we can click and drag and highlight these cells. We can right click and copy, or alternatively you can click and drag and highlight and use the Control C command. And if we are looking at cell A141, we can go into A141, paste that using Control V, or alternatively right click, paste, just paste. We don't have to do anything special. Again, we can see that that has transferred across correctly. So again, systematically setting up your data can save you a lot of work.